talk show, and I'm your host, Jazzy. And this pretty lady here is having a birthday bash. It's a homecoming birthday bash. Her name is Peggy Scott Adams. And if y'all don't believe it, I got this lady on the line right now. How you doing, Miss Adams?
Jazzy, I am wonderful. I am wonderful, blessed, highly favored, and all of those good things. How are you?
Well, just fine. Got off work at the hip yard, and you would probably get off work for practicing or something. Because she said, call me back in 15 minutes, Red. I'm to do it. We going to do this. And I said, well, it's late. It's about 1:30 in the morning. This lady is high energy. Miss I want to thank you for taking time out your busy schedule to let me interview you. I wanted my viewers to meet the real Peggy Scott, to meet Adams. I wanted them to know you because I didn't know you. So I'm getting excited just like they are. They probably calling everybody. Just Peggy Scott on there. Do you know I didn't know one song you wrote? So you're gonna be telling them some stuff about you because I any songs. I have to apologize for that. Jazz ran the street and I danced off the bump and all.
It's an honor to be with you. And hopefully by the end of the show, we're going to be real good friends and you're going to know me well, Jazzy, all right?
All right, that'll be great. When did you first start singing? How did this come about?
Well, I tell you, I've been singing ever since I was knee-high to a duck. And like most African-American I started in the church, singing in the church. I started singing in the city when I was about 4 years old, where they would take me. I'm originally from Alabama. I was born in a little old place called Alabama, Jazzy. It's so small, so small that on one side of the sign that says you're entering the city, well, on that same side says you're leaving. That's just how
Oh, no.
But it's home. I was born there, and my mom migrated to Florida, and I was 6 years old. But I started out singing in the church when I was about 4 years old, and they told me that they would put me on the table, the table that they used to bring out for the offering, as we used to call it back in the days. Now they call it something else. And I would say, give me that old time religion. With the conviction of an older person, and that's where it started. It's a gift. It's a God gift that I have, and I praise and thank Him for it. But that's where I started. I was in gospel, and once I moved to Florida and I graduated from high school, I started kind of working in clubs. I was like 15 years old. I was underage, but they allowed me to work at, and some of your listeners may because Pensacola and Mobile is considered both of them to be home because they're so closely together. But I used to work at a club, Jazzy, called the 506 Club in Pensacola, whereby they used to bring the major acts to the club, and I was working with the house band as the female singer. I was called Sweet Mama Peggy. Isn't that something?
Sweet Mama Peggy.
And Papa Rock. Do you know Papa Rock, Jazzy?
I've heard of Papa Rock because I know 501 Club. I used to dance up in there with a guy named Demetrius. I used to go in there and dance with Demetrius.
Okay. Is that at the 506?
All at the blocks, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. You know what you're talking about.
Girl, I used to be over there in the summertime.
Yeah. Papa Rock was a DJ at a radio station called WBOP, and he kind of gave me that name, Sweet Mama Peggy. And so I've just been singing all my life, like I started there in the Bible club, and with a lot of the major acts would come through, and they would want to be on the road with them, and so forth, because they were so blown away with the talent and the gift that God has given me. But my mom was very adamant, very, very adamant about me finishing school. And, really, although I knew that I had the gift of song, my aspiration when I was growing up was to be a school teacher. I love school and, an honor student and this, and that was my aspiration. But, like a lot of artists, unlike a lot of artists, I didn't go looking for the music business. Sweetheart, the music business came and found me, and I've been 50 plus years, Jazzy, and
Yeah.
it's been a I love what I do. I love what I do. I love performing for my fans and, people. I love it. But it wasn't what I aspired to do when I was younger. And so here we are 50 years later, and been quite successful in business. I've been blessed.
Yes, you have. I've been Facebook with your brother, and I never knew how to say his last name. What is his name?
It's Stoutmeyer. I'll give you a little brief story of that, a very humorous story about our last name. My maiden name is Stoutmeyer. And when, uh, when I reached, after I graduated from high school, Benny King, I don't know if you remember the artist Benny King, Stand By Me, used to be with the Drifters, Spanish Harlem, very
Okay.
well-known artist in 1968. And he happened to act that came through and was playing at the 506 Club. And I had just graduated from school, and he talked to my mom, and she agreed to let me go. As a matter of fact, I met him in Mobile, and it was so funny as I look back over my life, because the day that I was supposed to meet him to, start traveling and be the vocalist for the band, my mom, she wanted me to go. She didn't stop me from doing what she felt like I wanted to do. But she had, dreams of her own for me to go on to college and so forth. So the day that I was supposed to have met Benny King at the Harlem Duke Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Harlem Duke Club. And when I thought my mom was driving Jazzy exceedingly slow, I thought that she was intentionally trying to make me miss them because they were going to leave today. So get to the hotel, the Grand Hotel there in Mobile.
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
That's where I was supposed to meet Benny. And when I got there, I don't see the bus. And I'm just crying. I mean, I'm boo-hooing, sweetheart. And because I thought they had left me.
Yeah.
And so this guy comes up to the car and he asks, he says, "Excuse me, ladies," he says, "but is anybody in the car who's Peggy?" And I'm crying, "Yeah, I'm 16 years old, Dad."
Okay.
Yeah, it's me. He said, "Well, I have a message for you." He says, "Benny King wants you to come down to the Harlem Duke Club. They're down there, and that's, rehearsing." And that young man that came up and told me that happened to be one of the greatest legendary singers of all time, and that man was Bobby Blue Bland.
Are you
and
kidding?
It was so hilarious that I was crying and accusing my mom of trying to make me miss the group. But that's how, then I started traveling with Benny, and, and then I went into, came back on the battle with the New York, as the female vocalist for the band. And after a couple of years, I came back home, back to Pensacola, working with a local group that called the Sextet. And this is the same, sweetheart, this is the same group that Bobby Purify came out of. Mighty Sam McLean, he used to work with this group. But when I came back home, I started traveling with them, and I worked with them until I met JoJo. I was traveling to Columbus, Georgia, when I met JoJo Benson and his manager. And they came to the club where we were performing, and they thought that I could sing a little bit. So what they did is the manager, JoJo's manager, Ed Mendel, he signed me as an artist, and he got us with a record label called Shelby Singleton's SSS International out of Nashville. And once we went to the studio, it wasn't meant for us to sing together. He was going to do his thing, and I was to do my thing, record individually. But what happened was that they had this song that they had written for a duet.
Uh-huh.
And so they asked Joe to try it. We had sang together before, because he would come sometime and sit in on my set, and I would go sometime where he was playing and sit in on his set. So we had sang together before. But anyway, we did this song that they had for a duet, and that song was Lover's Holiday, and we also did the individual project as well. When it was sent to the company, the record company decided to put out the duet. They did a duet. So that was the beginning of Peggy Scott and JoJo Benson back in 1968.
Yeah, dog. You got on real young. When they get on there young like that, I be And but tell my viewer, no, you said no drugs. You didn't do
I'm sorry.
drugs. You just
No,
didn't.
baby. I shared, I was talking to you a little earlier before, we come on the air. And I was just sharing with you, about the fact in this business, there's infiltration of drugs and so many other negative things. But, I was blessed because, like I said, I didn't go looking for the music business. The music business came and found me. But because of my mom, my late mother, and my best friend, she had instilled such values in me growing up in the church that I took the Lord with me, and the only reason that today, excuse me, the only reason today as an artist that I can stand and say that I never used drugs, I never drank, and so forth, it's not because I was smarter or stronger than any of the other entertainers that succumbed to that way of life, and it was only by the grace and mercy of God that He kept me. It was like He had a wedge around me because I have had people to come up and put drugs in my hand,
Yeah.
and to reward me for such a good show. And they would assume that without even asking me that I was on drugs because I was so energetic. It was such a natural high of love and such a natural love of people and love of what I was doing that, many would have thought maybe that I was on drugs because I love doing what I do and I love people. And they would be very surprised when I tell them I didn't indulge, and so forth. But like I said, if it wasn't for the grace of God, my testimony may not be that today at my age that I never used drugs or never liquor. Otherwise, I could have a testimony like everybody else, If it don't be grace and mercy of God, my address would be Homeless Avenue, And I give Him all the honor and all the praise, keeping me and having that hedge around me so that, I was protected. He always had the angels kept around me, and that's why I'm able to have this conversation today. And I just want to encourage all the young people out there, to know that, there's a better way of life. You can have a high. There's a high that you can have that will match any high that any drugs can give. And if you know the Lord, and it's just as easy to do the right thing as it is to do the wrong thing. But once you get out there and get hooked, I mean, it's hard to get back, and I'm not sitting here telling you that I'm perfect. I'm a long ways from where I got some vices, Maybe I shouldn't share them with your viewer, but I am.
Girl, I'm loving this.
I have a habit of smoking cigarettes, and I have a tendency to being around bands and being around guys a lot, Jazz, in my life. I was 7 brothers, and then I go on the road with all these guys, and all my life I've been mostly around, guys and stuff, so I developed this really bad mouth sometimes,
Well, look, I'm saying, I can say I am delivered. I had to work on my mouth. I mean, every time a cuss word would come out when I was young, and I found out that wasn't very ladylike. But I kept them away from me with the bad mouth. But Miss Grace Singleton Bolden she said, because that's my real name, Ada. She said, "You do so much to help people. Say, I just want you to work on your mouth." And that rung that bell. And that rung that bell by that lady telling me that. And I just said, well, if that's all they can say about Jazzy, then Jazzy gonna stop cussing. I shut it down. One guy came over to the table and told me something. I said, say what? I said, I ain't coming because I don't do it no more. They were real shocked, because that's the way I would make them laugh. But if the only way you can make them laugh is to cuss, then that's what I said. I had to shut down. I had to come to terms with it. But everybody, He give you a choice. You can cuss, you can not cuss. You can do what you want to do, and then you cannot do what you want to do. So He give us a choice. So everybody got their time. Everybody got their time.
I share this with you and the audience. We strive for perfection, but we will never be perfect in this body.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? And stuff. But we strive for perfection. So I always tell people, humor. I love to live humor. I love to laugh. You know, as a matter of fact, for my friends when I left Florida, Pensacola to come to California, they told me to go on the Star Search, but compete in the comedy portion. You know, those little singing because I also have the gift of humor, and
Okay.
you know, and so forth. And I tell people all the time, you know, that because I know that I cannot go, I'm going to heaven, but I can't go there in perfect. I be perfect. I said that until the good Lord deliver me from some of these folks I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, look like I'm going to heaven smoking and cussing.
Girl, you gonna work on it. You done met Jazzy now, cause baby, they some of them saying, man.
You know, I have our shortcomings, and I'm not going to
Yeah.
portray myself to be something and that I'm not. You know, what you see is what you can. Just keep it real, you know?
Yeah, I understand. I understand. You know, there are somebody sitting at home listening to this, and I'm concerned about them worrying what other people say about them. Like they told me I'll never write a book till my book signing was at Barnes and Noble. They told me, "Are you crazy?" I just keep going. You know, all my life they've always said, "You ain't gonna do this. You ain't gonna do that." I used to say, "I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of you." If it was a husband, it had to go. If it was children, they had to go and get their own house.
That's advice. Start with getting rid of those people that tell you that you can't. Don't surround yourself with negativity, you know, and stuff. Know what it is. Know what it is that you want to do. Search yourself. I say to all these young people out there, search yourself, you know, and pray about it. You know, ask God. I mean, we all were created for a purpose. God created for a purpose. And that purpose is to be able to, that whatever you do, that He be glorified. And it's not necessarily in what you sing. We were talking about this a little earlier. I let people know that it's not what you sing that defines your relationship with your Creator. It's how you live. You know, me singing gospel or me singing Amazing Grace ain't going to send me to heaven no more than singing Bill's going to send me to hell.
Yeah.
You know, but I tell these young people, you know, that know what it is. First, search yourself and find out what, you know, what really turns you on. And you go for it. And the first thing to do is not to surround yourself with hope. Because in pursuing whatever it is your dreams are, you're going to run into a lot of, you know, no's. But you got to know within yourself. For every no that you get, there's a yes somewhere. Somebody's planted a person that's going to say yes to help you to achieve your dreams and your goals. But you have to be steadfast, unmovable, and just, you know, be determined. And so forth, just like you were. You did not let these people tell you. There's a song, one of my favorite songs, I forget who the artist is, that says the lyrics that say, "You said I wouldn't make it. You said I wouldn't be here today. You said I'll never amount to anything. But I'm glad to say that I'm on my way." You know, and so that's the kind of spirit that you have to have, because people are, you know, they don't want to do nothing, and they don't want to see you do anything. So I say to young people, know what you want to do and go with it with every gusto that you can stir up, and you will be successful. Put God first and everything else, and He'll give you the desires of your heart. And I'm not talking about what I heard, telling you about what I know. As a witness, I'm a witness to that, like I just told you. And whatever His will is for your life, you pray and ask God, what is your will for my life? What is your purpose for my life?
That's right.
And He will give you, and He will reveal it to you, and know the thing that He does is good. So that's my message to the young people out there. You know, you can make it. You can make it. Even the world has changed, and we're seeing so much now, Jazzy, you know, so much negativism, so much violence and so forth, but know that you do not have to be part of it.
That's right.
We can be in this world, but we don't necessarily have to be part of this thing. Young folks, you can have fun and stuff. I mean, you can have the fun and stuff, but just be careful about who you choose to hang out with, and pursue your dreams, and don't let nothing and nobody stop you.
That's right. We've got to, you know, you got to stand for something, man. I told him, it just, you go on. You know, if you got a lot of negative people, just cut them loose. I'll be by myself.
That's right.
You know, it was old song. It say, eat by myself, sleep by myself. Yeah, I be by myself because I'm busy. I'm about my father's business. I'm about trying to help people. And lately, it's been and your brother. He never did. You know, we were Facebook friends, and he just and then he said, well, I'll get Peggy. I said, well, I got to talk with a manager, man. I said, you know, I can't just throw her stuff off of YouTube and put it up here. You know, I can get sued, man. I guess it's a proper procedure to this thing. He told me, she my sister, Red. I said, bring it on. I said, bring it on.
Yeah, he is. He's a good guy and stuff like that. My brother, he's a good guy. As a matter of fact, we're just a super close-knit family. I come from a family of 9 children.
No, you
My
don't.
mom was a single mom up until the late early 60s. She was a single mom, and she raised us. And we, you know, with love and stuff, and we're a close-knit family. 7 boys, 2 girls, you know, and my sister was the oldest, so I was mostly the time with all my brothers because my sister was always, it was 10 years difference in our age, and when I came of age to enjoy a sister, she was gone. She was in New York, California. As a matter of fact, she is the reason that I'm in California today. She became ill, and I came out here to take care of her. And little did I know that I would stay out here in the land of the but
Yeah, dog.
still here. But I've reached a point in my life, sweetheart, where I'm longing for home. So within the next year, it is my plan to move back to the South. I have a business out here in California. I'm married to a mortician. My late husband was a mortician, so I own a funeral home here in the city of Compton. But I've also started my own record label, and you know, God gave me this vision when my producer and my best friend when he passed in 2004. 2004, the latter part of 2004, and that was Jimmy Lewis, who was just an awesome producer. He did all of my hits, and that I had. And when he passed, and a couple of months later, my road manager and my brother, my biological brother, he passed, and 8 days later, it was my husband. So that very traumatic time for me.
Yeah.
And I did not really know what I really wanted to do at the time, Jazzy. But I stayed prayerful, and the Spirit of the Lord to guide me and direct me, because I had told my late husband that, you know, if I was the longest liver, that I was going to sell everything and move back to Florida, because I come out here to stay. But that was not the will of God for my life. And I mean, this has been 14 years since he's been gone, and 9 years since he's been gone, and yet I'm still here. But I'm on my way back home. I'm at the point now where I have to come home. I'll share that also with hearing about people and God's will. Praying is important that you pray and ask God what is His will, show you His will in His purpose in your life. Because Jazzy, if anybody had ever told me I was going to marry a mortician,
Yeah.
I would told them they were crazy, because I was the world's worst for being afraid of the dead.
Yeah.
I'm seriously. I'm a classic example of whatever God's will for your life. He'll prepare you for it, because girlfriend had to do some real preparation for me to get used to the funerals.
Yeah. No.
And here I am, almost 20 years later, and still doing what I do, still have the business, and it's gratifying for me to be able to console people at one of the most traumatic times in their lives. It's very gratifying. There's certain things that I don't do as far as in the mortuary business, but to be there and counsel them and just counsel them, guide them through that traumatic, the traumatic state of death, and so forth, has been very gratifying for me. But I'm approaching the age now where I want to retire, and what I want to do is I want to go home. When God gave me the vision to start my own record label,
Yeah.
He also gave me the vision. He told me that I was to be a vehicle by which to help up and coming artists. The music business, Jazzy, is a tough business.
Everybody I meet tell me that.
About that earlier.
Yeah.
And it's important that if you're going to entertain the thought of being an entertainer, I understand that you have written a book concerning this, about knowing the business. The business in because I'm a victim as well as a lot of the artists from the 60s prior to that was taken advantage of, you know.
Okay,
And
okay.
so forth. But when God gave me this vision to start my own label, like I said, he said that I was to be a vehicle by which I would help up and coming artists and know that he trusts me that they would be treated fairly. And a lot of talent here on the government. And I want to come back home and nurture and promote and help some of these up and coming artists that's serious about their craft,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm looking forward to it, you know.
Okay, now,
Birthday, you know. I got
you've
my birthday match coming up. I'm sure you're going to be there, right?
well, if I'm going to visit the president, I hope it's the first part of June. I got approved through Homeland Security. I'm going with the Buffalo Soldiers, but hopefully that is before then, cause I'm coming. I gotta come meet you. I mean, we've chatted on the phone, but I gotta come meet you. When is and tell them what date is the birthday? What date is your birthday, Ash?
My birthday is actually on the 25th, but it was the middle of the week, so I'm doing the show on the 28th, and we're going to be at the New World Landing, which is downtown. Jazzy, believe it or not, it affected me as well when I realized that I have not performed at home in 15 years.
Are you kidding?
And it just hit me the last time and I happened to go out and just hang with my people for a little while, and reception, everybody was asking me, when are you going to come? When are you going to show here? When are you going to do show?
Yeah.
And it dawned on me, I haven't done a show here in 15. So I decided for my birthday, I wanted to spend it with my family and my friends and all my fans there. So I'll be there on the 28th. Young man by the name of very talented, my godson, Big Allen, who's just awesome artist. D. Bradley, along with my band, which is out of Montgomery, Alabama, Funk Nation, along with this very, very talented young lady that I've taken under my wings, Cook Kim Stewart. So we just going to have a good old Wayne Dang Doodle comes the 20th of June.
Of June. How can they get the tickets? How can we get the tickets?
Come and just enjoy and celebrate with me.
How can we get the tickets?
The tickets will be available again, as a matter of fact, and there are different locations in Pensacola. I'm sure that my brother will probably have some to use so that the people in Mobile, after listening to this, that really want to come, that they'll be accessible also for the people over in Mobile as well. So my brother's handling that, but they will be available this coming Friday.
Okay, this coming Friday. I know it said at Ticketmaster over there.
No, I'm not going through Ticketmaster. They want to make all. They want to charge.
Okay.
They want to charge you and stuff. So we just go with the old-fashioned way. We going to the different barbecue stands.
Okay.
We going there.
All right, I like that. Yeah, but I'll make sure I get in touch with him, and my viewers know that you all can call me at 251-776-0401, and I'll have the information on how we can get down to Miss Peggy Scott Adams' birthday bash, where you'll be able to meet her. It's going to be very nice. Now I do want my.
Look forward to it. We're going to do some dope prizes. We're going to, as most people that really know me know that I am a shoe fanatic, and in fact I have a shoe line that a good friend of mine designed for me. So ladies, I'm on the way. We're going to have some drawings for some of the fantastic. They see me online, on the internet, and always people are complimenting me or they're going crazy over my shoes.
Yeah, I like them boots you had, them red boots. I don't like red now. I see that's your color, though. I don't like red. I'm high yellow, but I like those boots with studs on them. I like to have them in a black. They sure are. Them,
all right, we're going to have to.
Girl, they sure.
See if we can get you what you want.
Okay, and
I'm so excited about coming home, sweetheart, and we're going to be doing a new CD, and a lot of times, the people in the area, when I do shows back home, not necessarily Pensacola, but Montgomery and back south, most of the time there are other artists on the show, and a lot of times people will get a little angry with me because I'm not able to do what they call their songs from my previous albums and stuff because you have a time
Yeah.
There will be no time limit in
Okay.
this show. We got other guest artists, but I'm going to stay there until I sing everything that everybody wants to hear.
Well, that's gonna be nice. We're gonna enjoy that. We're gonna enjoy that, and I get a chance to meet you and your brother and maybe look. They gave a a pimp award or something. They had a party where all the pimps come out. This man had lights going around his cape. I laughed so hard. Friends of lights, tube lights around the cape. I laugh. I like stuff like that though. It was old school. Um, what we gonna do now, viewers? I want y'all to stay tuned because we're gonna put on Miss Peggy Scott Adams. We're gonna show you what she working with and how she sang and what she do. So we're gonna load some of that up. And Miss Peggy, I appreciate you having. I like having this interview with you. You've held the audience for 30 minutes. And I mean it wasn't boring. I just enjoyed myself. So
It's been a pleasure, Jazzy, and I just look so forward to meeting you and you're real. I can feel you. I can feel you. My spirit connects with your spirit, and I've heard about some of the things that you're doing in the community and stuff, and I just want to commend you and tell you to keep on, keeping on, because that's the only way God blesses us, so we can be a blessing to others. So you keep on doing what you're doing, and that you can't get away from me now. We're friends.
girl, we buddies. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna tell them. Hold on a minute. Hold on. And I'm gonna tell them peace out. Look, I'm gonna say hello to Miss Rosa Grant. They call her Granny Rose. Granny Rose, how you doing? I hope you still watching, girl. Cause they told me you watch my show every Saturday, and there are so many people who watch my show. I hope you enjoy this. We're gonna do some stuff with Miss Peggy Adams. We're gonna put some of her stuff on. All right, Jazzy Red, we love you. Peace out. Don't be out there hurting and don't call somebody. Peace out. Jazzy Red Talk Show, and these are some shoes that the people wear over there in Switzerland. Okay? Now these bad boys is hard. These are wooden shoes. Jazz gonna click one. They're wooden shoes, and they I know they used to wear them, you know. So these are the shoes that they wear. Now kids, I want you to Google and find out the name of these shoes, okay? Jazz Red gonna want you to find the name of these shoes out. I'm gonna want you to Google. They wear these shoes, they're wooden, they're hard. Man, ain't no way I could put my foot up in them bad boys. Man, too big anyway for this side. I bought these from the Pascagoula Flea Market. I said I wanted to show the babies the wooden shoes. Aren't y'all blessed? Your mom able to buy your tennis shoes and your shoes for church. You all are blessed. You don't have to wear them hard, tree looking like shoes. Jazzy Red for the babies. We love you. Peace out. Jazzy Red Talk Show. And we've got a house for sale. 3 bedroom, 1 bath, here, USA. And you can call for details. Now, if you've never bought a home, here's your chance. The phone number is 251-232-4662. Now, you got a call about this house. You need to write it down now, because I've talked with the owner, and she's just going to buy something else. So you call about this house, all right? Jasmine sold a car before on her show. So now we going to sell a house. So if you've never owned a home, I mean, and if you own one and you want to buy another one, but I just love people that never have bought a home and they'll be able to buy a house. When I got mine, I just laid on the floor like, okay, it's mine as long as I pay these notes. I pay it off. When Jazz get rich, she going to pay it off. Give them a call, 251-232-4662. Jazzy Red, we love you. Peace out. All right, Jazzy Red Talk Show. We've got United Voices Incorporated. Okay, they've got something called I Want It All Back, featuring Dr. Deron Clark Cole. I hope I said that right. And William Murphy. All right. Now, we've got some local celebrities here that I noticed too. This is Loretta Handy Jackson. And we've got Pastor Vincent Robinson. Now, these kids at the bottom here, I got to show you these babies. Now, I won't zoom in real good, but spiritual wonders. Y'all remember those kids that was dancing on my show? Well, they're gonna be there. All right. I Want It All Back. It's by United Voices, and Incorporated. And this is a lady that's been, Miss Diane, been feeding, cooking, and delivering meals in the community for people with HIV and AIDS. Y'all go out and support her, okay? Go out and support her. Saturday, June the 14th, is at Mobile Singer Theater. You can get your tickets at Mobile Civic Center, all right? I Want It All Back. Giving you a shout out, Miss Lady that feed people. God bless you, Miss Diane. She done sung on my show too. Jazzy Red, we love you. Peace out. Go out there and patronize. Jazzy Red Talk Show, you know I love authors. I'm always help them. This is a book called One Pair of Panties. It's by Bell Van Zant. You have got to get this book, and it's a Tyrone up in here. Oh boy. I was on a scaffold reading, I just threw that down. I was ready to go. It's a story about abuse and survival. One Pair of Panties. You got to get that book. All right, you want to call Miss Deborah. Her area code is 678-899-3879. That's running across the screen. Jazzy Red, love you. Peace out. Red Talk Show, and here we got The Book Avenue. This is by Paulette Davis Horton. It is in a hardback now. You want to read about the old Davis Avenue, the place, the people, the memories. 1799 to 1986. There it is. You all have got to have this in your library, your collection. You're starting a book collection. Baby, you need to read that history. She has a lot of history in there. My neighbor called you the history lady, Paulette. I'm going to show you the book. Peace out. Here's Paulette. The book is called Treasured Memories, The Beginning of an Era. Mobile, Alabama, History of Black Baptist Church, 1806 to 1905. Paulette Davis Horton. That good. Ooh, Death in 60 Days. That's another book. She wrote this book with her husband, Centralia, about Central High School. She's a very interesting RN. Call her 251-473-3532. Jazzy Red, we love you. Peace out. Red Talk Show. We had this author on last week. Character Building Alphabet Pairs. The author name is Deborah Mimi Darren. Here's her phone number. You want this book? It's a great book. It explains the alphabets and how they're helping and what they do. You got to get this book. 490-6933. Did I mention she's a teacher? All right now. Come on. We got to patronize. Here's the phone number. 251-490-6933. I'm like the little kids. I got my book. I got my side. Jazzy Red, peace out. Jazzy Red Talk Show and DJ Stokes presents Tuck May 17th, 2014. Back, Jazzy, check that date on that. It's May 17th. It's going to be at George County Fairground. For your ticket information, 601-530-2745. Okay? That's Lois. Give her a call. This is Tucker. Y'all know Tucker, baby, because y'all really out for him. He's going to be at George County Fairground. All right? Give him a call. Jazzy Red, we love you, Tucker. Peace out. Jazzy Red Talk Show, and this is my bishop. Okay? Memorial Funeral Home. Come out and see Memorial Funeral Home. Let them help you. I mean, they're great people, man. I've been on Bishop Woods a long time. The phone number here is 251-457-6440. How you doing, Bishop Woods? See, people don't forget about you. You know what I'm saying? Owner is Bishop Woods. We got Deacon Bernard Jenkins, Dorothy Stevenson. We also got the son up here. You all come up here. And I want to just give you a scan of the building now. All right, this Jazzy. Getting ready to go to the shipyard. You know how I do it. When we got to do it, we just got to do it. Jazzy Red, and look at that. You can see those cars in the back there. And when I tell you he got a lot of them, he has a lot of them, from limos to hearses, whatever you need. Come out and let Bishop Woods handle all of your business, your arrangement for your loved one. I mean, he can do it. I seen this man do a funeral and have a sign, a big sign someone was toting. I mean, whatever you would want, man. I mean, this is what you're going to get. Whatever you want. What you see is what you hear. Memorial Funeral. This is my friend. And he helped so many people in the community. Come out and patronize. Jazzy Red, we love you. Peace out. That didn't know what a Rolls Royce looked like because didn't know. And I looked, I said, wait a minute, I got to show him this car. Look at here. This is a Rolls Royce. You see what you can get, kids. You see what you can have from helping people. Do you understand? Do you understand? Got that B on there? Huh? Huh? There. All right. Good. I got to get me one of these. Tell me where you got it from. I got me have me one of these. Jazzy Red, peace out.
Baby Because a woman gotta have it, 'cause she showed up easy. What I'm trying to tell you, boy, if I'm not good enough, ooh no,
then I don't wanna be your girl.
I won't do it, I can't do it, I won't do it no more.
I'm not good enough to marry.
If I'm not good enough to
I don't
marry,
wanna be your girl.
I can't do it no more. Hey,
I'm not good enough to marry.
ooh no,
I don't wanna be your girl.
I wash your clothes, cook your food, ooh
I'm
yeah.
not good enough to marry.
If you love me like you say you do,
I don't